Yo guys, it's JJ here, and today I'll be walking you through an easy method to make hard Southside beats. But before we get into the video, just note we are less than 100 subs away from 2k. All the supports are deeply appreciated. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know the deal, and let's just jump straight into the video. First thing I want to note, we are doing this on 168 BPM, F sharp minor, that is the scale we're working in, keeping it nice, high tempo kind of Southside vibe. And the first thing we have got is Analog Lab 5 with an instance of this Tumina Arab voice. Honestly, I don't know what that means, but it's actually just a lead. And looking at the pattern, it's very simple and easy, as I stated before. Starting off with the root note, into a C sharp, up to an A, and then back into that D. These notes and these notes are part of the scale, where when one note is a semitone apart, makes it dark, gives it that dark vibe, and that's what we want. So that is all I did. Copy and pasted this one bar the whole way through, giving it a nice bounce, nice repetitiveness that Southside has. And simply put, this is what it sounds like. That's for the effects, as I said, simple again, so an EQ cutting my lows, and some Valhalla vintage verb, just a bit to add some ambience. And on top of that guys, as you can see, I did render the sound out as well and took it a whole octave lower, just to add some variation in terms of having a higher octave main melody and a lower octave, and it also just provides a lot more energy and it's really making the beat much more interesting. As for the next sound, I got myself the instance of Analog Lab 5 again, using this preset called Highlight, and I believe it's a pad, and again, pattern's so simple. All I did was follow that root note of F every 2 bar. On top of that, we have the C sharp following it over, so it's kind of like having this minor chord, as you can see, but I just removed the A instead, and then I get this nice D on top here, just to add a bit of variation at the end of every 8 bar. And this is what it sounds like. So to get that really dope sound from the pad, I did add an instance of Portal, giving that granular effect. Then I used some EQ to cut off all my lows, Move 2 just to act as like a harsh frequency compressor, and then more of a hollow vintage verb, but a bit more this time just to make it more of a background element. And for the next sound, I got myself an instance of Analog Lab again. I should get sponsored by these people for real, man, but use the preset called Guide V2. It's a really good bass. And as you can see, simple pattern following the root note again. And I cut it off at the end of every 4 bar, just because I feel like it provides some tension when you hear that bass just completely drop and then jump back in. As I said, this is pretty simple, so this is what the bass sounds like. And as for the final sound, we have got ourselves an instance of the tubular bell, which is from my drum kit for free. Link in the description. Go grab that. It's pretty much a tubular bell, as I said. There we have it. Pretty straightforward. And it's at the beginning of every 8 bar, as you can see right here. As for the effects on the bell, pretty simple EQ, ducking some highs and lows. And then some Valhalla vintage verb for a bit more ambience. And guys, before I play the full sample, as I did say, it's very simple to make these kind of beats. Just obviously focus on the primary chords of keeping it dark, repetitive, and bouncy. And without further ado, this is what a sample for Southside sounds like. And of course, now it's time to move into the drums. And as I just stated, all these drums are from my free drum kit, the Essential Kit. Link is in my Instagram down below. Go grab it all for free. And now, let's just start it. Looking into the drums, first thing we got is a nice little snare pattern. As you can see, repetitive, hits every 3rd measure as usual. However, on the 3rd snare here and here, have a little extra snare in front just to provide a bit more bounce. So this is what the snare sounds like. And then the next thing I did was actually get myself another snare. I used the DY snare from the kit. And as you can see, I have it playing at the beginning of the 2 bar over here, just for a bit of bounce. Then I have it playing in a similar section as you can see over here, but at the other end. And I just played around with like the pitch of it a bit. Then for the final part of the 4 bar, I got myself this little cool roll here. Added the half step, as you can see. That's how I got it created. And pretty much the same thing going on over here, except I wanted to change it up a tiny bit because, you know, it's an 8 bar. So I added a roll up here and then had these notes just pushed all the way down. So this is what the counter snare sounds like. And next up, we're onto the hi-hats. Looking at the pattern, very simple actually. All I did was come down here first at the beginning. I myself this nice little half step roll, sorry. Then all I did here was create a nice little bounce with the hi-hats, changing the pitch. Added another half step roll over here, and then again, copy and pasted it over for a full 8-bar. And this is what the hi-hat sounds like. And now for my favorite part, the 808s. Using this dope 808 called the Tron 808, having it pretty much play the whole time at this F sharp, copy and pasting the same padding over, but all I do is add these extra 2 notes for some bounce, and I do the same thing over here, but the only bit of variation, as you can see, I have these extra little notes up here, adding even more bounce, giving it some variation. So this is what the 808 sounds like. And last but not least, we also have this nice little reverse open hat. I panned it a bit to the left as well. And as you can see, we have it on every second measure at the beginning of every bar, I guess you could say. And it just provides a really nice bounce, giving more energy to the whole thing. And that's pretty much it, guys. So this is what the final beat sounds like. And there we have it, a full tutorial on how to make a Southside beat, relatively easy. And if you've really enjoyed this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. All the support is appreciated. As I said, 100 subs away from hitting 2K, so really appreciate all of it, guys. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.